You let Takashi keep the diary. You're not sure you want to read it just yet. Not after everything. It felt like you shouldn't be able to. Like it's your fault, although you know it's not. Hitoga made her own choices. It's not your fault, but a small part of your brain thinks it is. Another part, however, also knows that it's just your past working into now. Your father's ideals planted in your brain, fighting to survive. You won't let them. You take a deep breath, exhaling slowly. Are you okay? Shoto asks, frowning his brows. You smile at him. Yes, you reply. Just thinking. Things change so fast. Indeed they do, Shoto grins, and here we are, planning for our wedding. Since the wedding was postponed due to the fire, it's been moved to a later date in a secret location. Nobody, exclusively a few guards and other royals, know where it is going to take place. For security reasons, of course. Not much has been done, but the location is to be prepared and tidied up. It makes you wonder where it could be. What place would need to be fixed up in such a degree? Honestly, it's kind of exciting. You've always liked knowing what's going to happen, having a plan, but this is a good surprise for once. It's okay not to know things sometimes, you've learned. You clench Shoto's hand, something you found yourself doing more often now. There's something comforting in his touch, like back when he was the cure to whatever was wrong with you. You're still not sure, although you hope it doesn't come back. I kind of want to invite some of the advisors, you say shyly, like Sabiyuka. I found myself growing fond of the little freckled know-it-all. What about Hiro? Of course Hiro too, silly. You laugh, adding his name. And I want to invite the Yajirozus as well. I think we should invite everyone that was at the fire, Shoto suggests, as sort of compensation, you know? You smile. That's a good idea. You can't help but think of the food fight that day. It was nice to hang around some others who understand you, to some extent. Takashi must come too. You added, heart heavy for him. Oh, and that guard that saved his life that day, I want him to be there too. As a thank you. Maybe he could bring a friend or two? Shoto smiles, nodding. Anyone else to add? I think that's all. The list of people to invite to your wedding, of people you've met on your journey. The list of people you trust the most. And to some, you owe favors. A list that satisfies the beginning of your future. It signifies the beginning of an end. You walk through the palace, heading to the medical wing for your appointment with Dr. I'm going to butcher his name, but Ai, your Quirk therapist. After you almost killed King Todoroki a long time ago and saved the prince's life, people said that you could possibly save more lives or become a weapon and help win wars, which technically you already were. So you were asked if you wanted a quirk therapist. It's similar to a physical therapist, but the purpose is to enhancing a quirk and helping the holder control it. You didn't see any harm in trying, although you had in the past already. Maybe it will work this time. You could save lives, but only at expense of your own. Ooh. You knock on the door, your personal guard trailing behind you. He's rather quiet and doesn't speak much, although you don't hate him. He does his job all right. Your Highness, Dr. Ai says, "Good evening." You smile. Dr. Ai is a tall, slender woman with glasses that makes her eyes twice as large as they really were. She's not ugly, but she gives off an "I'm better than you" vibe, which probably scares off most people. A good evening to you too. You smile, sitting down on a cushioned chair. She sits in front of you, holding a potted plant. It gives you a flashback of way back when the party your father threw to sell you. Everyone's changed so much since then. Since the last time you used your quirk was on the prince, I'm sure it might be a little hard for you to use it again. Dr. Ai explains, but I feel like you've signified process since then. If you're not ready, you may decline, but I personally think you can take on the challenge. She holds out the plant, holding it to you. It reminds you of the time that The plant your father handed to you, that he told you to kill, that you did kill, passing out right afterwards. But instead of draining you, forcing you like your father did, Dr. Ai actually looks at you like a person. Are you okay? You take a deep breath, nodding. Yeah, I'm okay. I can do it. Your eyes close and you activate your quirk, careful to remember everything that she taught you. Your quirk is a part of you, not something that can be controlled. It doesn't have to be controlled. Embrace it. Feel yourself in your power. Don't become lost in it. However, keep your eyes open. Focus on the world around you. You opened your eyes, taking in your surroundings. The plant you're holding, Dr. Ai, leaning forward in her seat, unafraid of you and your power. The room with its crimson wallpaper and pictures on the wall. Choose a target. Lock on, release. Choose a target. You look at the plant in your lap. Lock on. You stare down at it, focusing on the green of its leaves and the curves of its stem. It is alive. This plant is life. Flowing through you is life, power, and your power. You are life. And release.